And this has been a family car, huh?
Yeah, my brother David bought it brand new. From Pontiac Ford.
No kidding, even from Pontiac.
Yeah, you'll see on the back bumper.
This thing is gorgeous. That rocks. That's right here in town.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put video up. I've got a Mustang 2, small Mustang 2 channel. I've got the big truck channel, but I started a Mustang channel. I just throw stuff on there, so today's going to go on. Yeah. How many miles you got on this?
35.
Wow. You know what? I haven't seen those seats before like that. That's cool. That might have been a deluxe seat. You got the Cooper Cobras.
I bought this Pinto home on June 2nd of 2024. Now, when I brought it home, I had no intentions of doing everything that I've been doing to it. I really just thought that I would get the engine running and just drive it around some. But that all changed. Since then, I've done a lot to the car, but I've got a lot more to go. This video is just going to kind of recap everything that I've done over those 796 days. The thing I did was to clean it up. I wanted to determine how bad it really was. And I have to tell you, it was a lot worse than I thought. I was at the point of thinking, well, I've made a huge mistake. I'm going to back out on repairing it. So then I started checking into the engine to see if it would turn over. So I worked days and days trying to force it to turn over by turning the crankshaft on it, and I couldn't get it to budge no matter what I tried. Still have that engine on the stand today. So I decided to redo the cowl. That took me several days, and I was doing it outside, so that even made it worse. I had to drag my tools in and out each and every day, my welder and this and that. So it was time to start investigating other areas of rust. All the floor pans were rusted out on the thing really bad. I'm not a metal guy. I never have done any kind of serious welding or metal work, but I was determined at this point that I was going to rebuild these floor pans on my own. So I went and bought a couple of sheets of 18 gauge mild steel, had it chopped up into 4 pieces so I could handle it. So then I started redoing the floor pans. I would cut out all the bad area as much as I could and clean up around it and then weld in these new panels. Cold and all, so I decided to do some stuff inside the garage where it's a little bit warmer, of the gauges from the black to white, working under a carport outside on a gravel floor basically. And that's extremely hard to do if you're working on a car like that. You can't get on your knees. It was just a terrible working conditions, having to move tools in and out to work on it. So I was able to move the thing into my garage. I decided right at that point it was more important to park it in the garage than it was my 2021 F-150. After I brought the car in the garage, it allowed me to continue to work on all the rust. I mean, there's a lot of it. It was everywhere on the car. I worked on the rust from the time I brought it in through August or so. And that included me redoing the hatch. I decided to build myself a rotisserie. I have a video on that as well. I just knew that there was a lot of things that had to be done on the bottom of the car. I am way too old to be getting down and crawling on my back under a car trying to do stuff to it. So I built this rotisserie that allowed me to rotate the car completely upside down to redo the wheels. All the 2 or 3 of the wheels that I had were rusted beyond unbelief. I mean, half the wheel or part of the wheel was rusted away. So I found a set of wheels somewhere, I think it was in Tennessee, that the guy had. They were Mustang wheels, which were wider, which was fine with me. I went and got those wheels, and it came back, and I cut pieces out of some of the wheels to build 4 good wheels, utilizing the Mustang wheels on the rear of the Pinto and the regular Pinto wheels on the front. So I have a little bit wider tires on the back than I do on the front. The car and painted the car. It's the first car I've ever painted. I mean, it's not perfect. It definitely has blemishes in it. There's one area where I've got a little bit of a run. I don't think I got enough paint on it in some areas, but it is what it is. It's something that I never really expected to do anyways. I was able to get a gas tank installed. It's a Mustang 2 gas tank. I think it's a 74 or 75 model. I may be wrong on that. I think it was a little bit deeper, so you have to do some things with the straps to make it fit. Put a new headliner in. But before I did that, though, I put an insulation material in there and sound deadening material. It's called kill mats. It's about an 1/8 of an inch thick or so of, I call it like a tar, and it up the differential, put new seals in it, painted it, and made it look like new again. I did that. I did the front suspension. I have videos and all that stuff. I had ordered a windshield through this guy who held it for me for actually several months. I paid him for it in advance because he said those windshields are going up in price. So I paid him. The name of his company is the Glass Man Cometh. I'm thinking about the drivetrain and everything, so I decided to tackle rebuilding the C4 transmission myself. There's a lot of YouTube videos on how to do that. I did not video that myself. Supposedly the C4 transmission is a super simple transmission to rebuild. I took the thing completely apart, ordered all seats up in northern Kentucky. I found these seats on one of the Facebook groups. These seats were, in my opinion, immaculate to be as old as they are. The only problem is they were the wrong colors, so I have repainted those and they look really good. This is kind of what they look like. They're from a later model car, so the pattern is not exactly the same, but they're good enough for me. The bases are a little bit different. I have to adapt a little bit to make them fit in my car. I've already had them in there, and they're going to work fine. From the very beginning, when I took out the back seat of the Pinto and the little hinge, that was all rusted and just really in bad shape. I determined at that point I was going to eliminate that back seat. I knew that I wanted to relocate the battery out of the engine compartment to in that rear area. So I have a brand new cable ran all the way from my new battery compartment all the way up into the engine bay. Got it tied to a new solenoid.
I've seen videos of people like double checking the temperature to make sure, you know, because these things have trouble starting. This thing does not have trouble starting.